The most dangerous thing in your life is not failure. It is another year of the same. Same habits, same excuses, same quiet disappointment. And if that hits you in the chest, stay with me because you're 1 year from total transformation. If you need a place that tells you the truth when your own mind gets loud, hold on to this channel like a rope and subscribe because some words are meant to find you right before you give up. Listen to me. You're 1 year from total transformation. Not 5 years, not 10, not some perfect time far away. 1 year. But the reason most people never change is simple. They keep thinking a new life needs a huge moment, a big break, a lucky door, a clean runway. It does not. Most lives do not change in one giant move. They change in the small moves we repeat until they become a different life. I know some of you are tired. I know some of you are trying to smile with a heavy heart. I know some of you are waking up already behind, already ashamed, already hearing that old voice say, "Here we go again." Let that settle in. You are not weak because it has been hard. You are human. Pain can sit on your chest. Bills can pile up. People can leave. Hope can get thin. I get it. But here is the truth bomb you may need more than comfort right now. No one is coming to build your life for you. No one is coming to fix your mornings. No one is coming to rescue your future. They may love you, they may cheer for you, they may pray for you, but they cannot do your push-ups, they cannot make your choices, they cannot carry your discipline. The person capable of changing your life is already in the mirror. Think about that. The answer is not out there. Not in blaming, not in complaining, not in waiting, but in ownership. The first shift is not in your money, not in your body, not in your job. The first shift is in the way you see the next 12 months. Most people think a year is a long time, so they waste weeks like they are spare change. They say, "I'll start Monday." Then Monday becomes next month. Next month becomes after the holidays. After the holidays becomes next year. Days become weeks. Weeks become months. Months become years. That is how people lose a life, not all at once, piece by piece, delay by delay, lie by lie. And the worst lie is this one: I have time. Maybe you do, maybe you do not. But even if you do, why keep spending it like it is free? A farmer does not stare at empty ground and call it a harvest. He plants, he waters, he waits, he works. He knows the field gives back what he puts in. Your life works the same way. Your mind is a field, your body is a field, your habits are a field. And for a long time, some of you have been planting fear, planting doubt, planting late nights, bad food, lazy mornings, weak promises, and then standing in shock when nothing good grows. But here is the beautiful part. Fields can change. Soil can recover. Seeds can be replaced. If you plant better today, your future begins to change today, even if you cannot see it yet. That is why I keep saying it. You're 1 year from total transformation, 1 year of better mornings, 1 year of kept promises, 1 year of saying no to what drains you and yes to what builds you, 1 year of walking when you feel lazy, reading when you feel dull, saving when you feel careless. 1 year of choosing the long reward over the short thrill. That is enough to make your old life stop recognizing you. Stop making your life a courtroom where you defend your weakness. Make it a workshop where you build your strength. Stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" Start asking, "What is this trying to teach me?" Stop waiting to feel ready. Ready is a myth. Ready comes after starting. Courage does not come first, action does. Motion creates emotion, discipline creates confidence, kept promises create self-respect, and self-respect changes everything. So let me ask you something. How many more months are you willing to donate to the version of you that keeps breaking promises to you? Transformation is not a movie scene. It is more like laying bricks. One brick does not look like a house. One workout does not look like a new body. One page does not look like a book. One saved dollar does not look like peace. But brick by brick, wall by wall, day by day, a whole new life rises where an empty lot used to be. That is how this works. The people you admire are not magical. They just stayed with the bricks longer than most people stay with their excuses. They did not win because every day felt good. They won because they learned how to move when they did not feel like moving. That is the real power. Anyone can act strong when they are inspired. Anyone can get excited on day 1. Anyone can talk big when the pain is fresh. But who are you on day 12, day 40, day 87? Who are you when nobody claps? Who are you when the scale barely moves? Who are you when your friends laugh at the new you and the old you starts calling your name? That is where your future gets decided. Not in hype, not in noise, not in public, but in private, in the quiet, in the boring, in the repeat. Think about push-ups. Nobody gets strong from one set. You do not do 10 push-ups and walk outside built like a warrior. You do them again and again and again. Your arms shake, your chest burns, your mind says skip today, but your future says one more. That is the voice you have to learn to obey. One more rep, one more walk, one more page, one more hour without wasting your life on nonsense, one more honest choice. These tiny wins look small to the world, but they are huge to your identity. Because every time you do what you said you would do, even in a small way, you cast a vote for the person you are becoming. You are telling yourself, I can trust me. And once a man can trust himself, his whole life begins to change. Let that settle in. A lot of people do not have a motivation problem. They have a self-trust problem. They have quit on themselves so many times that even their own promises sound fake. They say, I'm going to change, and some part of them laughs because it has heard that speech before. So do not try to rebuild your life in one wild weekend. Rebuild trust first. Make the bed. Wake up when you said you would. Put the phone down when you know it is stealing your mind. Finish the workout. Drink the water. Do the hard call. Clean the room. Read the chapter. Small acts. Real acts. Daily acts. Because discipline is not punishment. Discipline is proof. Proof that your words still mean something. Proof that your future matters more than your mood. Proof that you are no longer led by every feeling that walks through the door. Feelings change by the hour. Standards carry you for years, and the standard has to become simple. No excuses, no waiting, no drama, just action. Some days fast, some days slow, but always forward. That is how you stack a year that changes everything. You're 1 year from total transformation, but only if you stop falling in love with big plans and start falling in love with daily proof. The gym does not care what you posted. The mirror does not care what you intended. Your bank account does not care what you meant to save. Reality responds to repetition. Reality responds to rhythm. Reality responds to work. So build a rhythm your future can live inside. Wake, move, learn, work, save, rest, repeat. Boring? Maybe. Powerful? Absolutely. Because the life you want is usually hiding inside the routine you keep avoiding. So when this day is over and your head hits the pillow, which version of you gets the vote tonight? Now let's go deeper, because change is not only about what you do, it is also about what surrounds you. A seed can be good and still die in bad soil. Read that again in your mind. A seed can be good and still die in bad soil. Some of you keep calling yourself lazy, weak, broken, lost, when the truth is, you have been trying to grow in places that poison growth. You cannot keep feeding your mind garbage and expect clear thoughts. You cannot keep living around people who laugh at discipline and expect your standards to rise. You cannot keep drowning in noise and expect to hear your own direction. The world is always planting something in you, through your phone, through your friends, through your habits, through the rooms you sit in, through the jokes you laugh at, through the music you loop, through the things you excuse. That is why you have to guard your mind like it matters, because it does. Protecting your mind is not being soft, it is being smart. If you leave your front door open all night, you cannot act shocked when thieves walk in. So why do we leave the door of our mind open to every fear, every cheap message, every time-wasting habit, every opinion from people who are not building anything themselves? Think about that. Some people around you are not evil, they are just comfortable. And comfort has a way of begging you to stay small so nobody has to feel challenged. The moment you start changing, some people get strange. Not because you did something wrong, but because your growth reminds them of their excuses. You start waking up early, they call you obsessed. You stop wasting money, they call you boring. You get serious about your future, they say you changed. Good, you should change. That is the whole point. You are not here to stay the same so other people can feel relaxed around you. You are here to become who you were meant to become. And that means some weeds have to go. Some patterns have to go. Some late nights have to go. Some fake friendships have to go. Some old versions of you have to go. A garden cannot thrive if you keep watering the weeds. You have to pull some things out by the root. That might mean unfollowing people who make you hate your life. It might mean saying no to places where your standards die. It might mean spending more time alone for a season so you can hear your own mind again. Do not be afraid of healthy solitude. A lot of rebuilding happens in quiet places. A lot of clarity comes when the noise leaves. This is not about becoming better than people. It is about becoming honest with yourself. What helps you grow? What keeps you stuck? What fills your spirit? What drains your courage? Ask real questions, then make real cuts. Your future is too expensive to keep paying for what is cheap. And let me say one more hard thing with love. Some of you are waiting for support from people who are not qualified to guide your life. You want approval from people who do not even approve of themselves. You want understanding from people who never had the courage to chase their own calling. Stop handing your steering wheel to the back seat. Stop asking people with no map if your road is correct. The voice that matters most is the one inside you when the room gets quiet. Feed that voice. Train that voice. Strengthen that voice. Read better things. Hear better things. Stand near better things. Because environment is not a side issue. Environment is fuel. Environment is pressure. Environment is direction. Put yourself where discipline is normal, where growth is respected, where truth is welcome, where your better self has room to breathe. You're 1 year from total transformation, but only if you stop planting yourself in places that reward the person you are trying to leave behind. So tell me honestly, whose voice are you obeying right now, your future or the crowd that never has to live your life? Now here comes the part most people do not want to hear. There will be a season when your effort seems to give you nothing back. You will do the work and still feel unseen. You will keep the promise and still feel weak. You will make the better choice and still have bad days. This is where many people quit. Not because the plan is wrong, not because change is impossible, but because progress is often silent before it becomes visible. Winter is quiet, nothing seems to move. Trees look dead, fields look empty, the wind is cold, the sky feels far away. But under the ground, roots are growing. Quietly, deeply, out of sight. That is what happens in your life too. There are seasons when the gain is invisible. You are getting stronger, but you cannot show it yet. You are becoming wiser, but your life still looks plain. You are building peace, but the outside world is still messy. Let that settle in. Not every important change shows up fast. Some of the best things happen underground first. We live in a loud world that worships instant proof, fast money, fast followers, fast results. But deep change does not move at the speed of your impatience. It moves at the speed of truth, and truth takes time. A tree that grows too fast breaks in a storm. A man who wants greatness without grounding falls the same way. So if this season feels slow, do not panic. Slow is not dead. Quiet is not failure. Hidden is not lost. Keep going, keep walking, keep reading, keep saving, keep practicing, keep praying. Keep showing up. No applause, no shortcut, no magic, just steady. That is how roots get strong enough to hold the life you asked for. And let me speak to the part of you that is tired of starting over. Maybe you have tried before. Maybe you promised yourself 100 fresh starts. Maybe you are ashamed that you are still fighting things you thought you would have beaten by now. I understand that pain. It is heavy when your own history starts arguing against your future. But hear me clearly, a setback is not a sentence. A bad week is not your identity. A fall is not your finish. You do not need a perfect record to build a better life. You need a refusal to stay down. That is it. Get back up faster. That is growth. Learn the lesson quicker. That is growth. Stop turning one mistake into a month of self-destruction. That is growth. If you slip, reset. If you fail, learn. If you are hurt, heal. But do not build a home in the place where you fell. Think about that. Too many people lose, not because they got knocked down, but because they started decorating the ground. They made excuses there. They made peace with weakness there. They told stories there about why trying is not worth it. Get up, dust off, adjust, move. That is how you win a year, by refusing to let one day become your whole story. You're 1 year from total transformation, and some of that year will feel hard, lonely, and unfair. Fine, keep going anyway, because one day you will look back and realize the season you almost hated was the season that built your backbone. So answer me this. What if this hard season is not proof that you are lost, but proof that your roots are finally growing? And now we reach the deepest level of all. Transformation is not just about fixing your habits, it is about changing your identity. Because when a man still sees himself as the same old person, he keeps running back to the same old life. Identity is the hidden hand. It guides the choices. It shapes the standards. It decides what feels normal. If deep down you still think, I am the kind of person who quits, then every hard day will pull you back to quitting. If deep down you still think, I am unlucky, I am behind, I am just not disciplined, then your life will keep acting out that script. That is why the inner talk matters so much. Not fake hype, not empty lines, real identity, real truth. Start saying what your actions are proving. I keep promises now. I tell myself the truth now. I finish what I start now. I protect my time now. I act like my life matters now. This is not pretending. This is training. The same way a child learns by repetition, your mind learns by repetition too. So repeat better things, then back them up with action. Identity grows where action and truth shake hands. Look in the mirror and understand this. The person who wasted years is not the only person in there. The tired one is there, yes. The scared one is there, yes. The angry one is there, yes. But the stronger one is there too. The disciplined one is there. The clear one is there. The one who can lead his life instead of dragging it is there. The mirror does not only reflect who you have been, it also reflects who has been waiting on your decision. Let that settle in. One decision can begin a new identity. Not because one decision does all the work, but because one decision changes what kind of man reports for duty tomorrow morning. This is why the next year matters so much. A year is long enough to break old patterns and short enough to feel real. A year is long enough to lose the weight, read the books, save the money, learn the skill, fix the sleep, sharpen the mind, rebuild the name you have with yourself. A year is long enough to look so different that people start asking what happened. And the answer will be simple. You happened. You finally got honest. You finally got serious. You finally got tired of your own excuses. You finally understood that your future was not asking for genius. It was asking for consistency. You're 1 year from total transformation. I need that in your bones. You're 1 year from total transformation. But you cannot flirt with change. You cannot date discipline and stay married to comfort. You cannot say you want a new life while protecting the habits that built the old one. At some point, the line has to be drawn. At some point, enough has to be enough. At some point, you have to decide that the pain of staying the same is now greater than the pain of changing. That is the moment the fire catches. That is the moment the excuses lose power. That is the moment your future stops being a wish and starts becoming a plan. So write it down in your heart tonight. The next 12 months are not random. They are not throwaway time. They are building time. They are proving time. They are becoming time. And if the man you could become were standing in front of you right now, what would he beg you to stop delaying? The most dangerous thing in your life is not failure. It is another year of the same. So do not give the same year another chance to happen. Picture it now. A year from this moment, you wake up early without a fight. Your room is clean. Your body is lighter. Your eyes are clearer. Your mind is quieter. Your bank account is stronger. Your word means something again. You walk different because you trust yourself. You speak different because you have earned your voice. You breathe different because chaos no longer owns your chest. And one night, maybe late, maybe after a long day, you catch your reflection in a dark window or a bathroom mirror. You stop for a second. You look at that face. Not perfect, not finished, but real, steady, stronger. And you smile because you know something nobody can take from you. You built that man. Brick by brick, choice by choice, day by day. That life did not happen to you. You happened to it. So start now. Start tired, start unsure, start messy, but start. Because the year will pass anyway. And the question is simple. Will it pass and leave you the same, or will it pass and find you transformed? No excuses, no waiting, no quitting, just becoming unstoppable.